Hi, this is Jackie from Coast Coast Pole Fit and Aerial Yoga. Today I'm going to give you a little bit of a Fitball workout. You can do sections of it, you can do all of it, I don't really mind, as long as you're staying active during this time. It's really important. Okay, the ball is amazing for working on your core. You'll be surprised how challenging parts of it can be. I'm a big believer in quality, not quantity. So don't look at doing, 100 sit-ups or 100 push-ups. Look at what is going to give you the best movement and with best control for that period of time. That's what it's all about. Okay, I'm sitting on the ball quite comfortably. My feet are about hip width apart. The further apart your feet are, the more stability you'll have. The closer they are together, the more instability you'll have. So for some movements, I do want you to be more stable, and for some, I want you to challenge your stability because that's really going to work on your core. So let's just start. This is going to sound weird, like a few little bounces. And what we're doing here, this movement is shunting lots of blood into your lower back. So a little bounce. And it should feel, just something like you did when you were a kid. Remember those big balls that you used to have with the little ear things and you bounced around your lounge room? Similar to that. All right, I'm going to make it a little bit harder, but you're going to lift and drop. So if you don't feel safe, if you feel like the ball's not going to be there when you come down, which probably is a bad thing, slide your hands down and you can feel the ball. Otherwise, get a bit of upper body action. And if you can see from sideways, I'm just lifting my bum slightly off the ball. Tummy's in, shoulders back, and you can make it quite a strong exercise. You can lift up a little bit higher or keep it low, as long as you're getting that little hesitation at the top. Beautiful. All right, let's try a few more. We'll go for 30, 31, no, go backwards. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Settle yourself back into it. Little circles now. So we're sort of shunting the blood in the back, we're sort of warming up the legs, and now you want to create circles. These circles come from your hips, not your whole body. So if you're doing this, I'd rather you really isolated the pelvis and just circle like you were a hula dancer. And you're looking to do maybe about a minute, 30 seconds each side, whatever works best for your time. We're starting to work into those belly muscles now. Change direction, releasing through the lower back if there's any tightness there. And for me, I haven't been very active today, so I can feel my back is a bit tight from laying in bed reading too much this morning. Good, we'll go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's bounce again. So really strong, swing it through. Breathing. Work. A little bit higher if you can, a little bit stronger. Your legs may really feel this after a little while. Good, good. And we've got 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And circle again. Now if you're really clever, you can go forward circle. Try figure eights. Not as easy to do. So sideways, sideways, sideways and back. Or you can go to the front and to the back. And of course you're going to change direction as well. So to the back, to the front. Does it feel a bit stiff in one spot? That might be something you need to work on a bit more. Side to side. Beautiful. All right, let's take one hand behind. Opposite leg, little turn around, breathing in. And out you go. Breathe in. Good, let's try a couple more. And last one. Good work. Legs apart, hands behind, open and drop. So down the track, come up again, chest up. We'll do a few more workouts, but we'll add in some weights as well. Stretch. This is my cat, Charlie. Charlie, hello. Charlie's been with us for a long time. One of the oldest members of our little animal family. Good, good. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. All right, let's come up. So the beauty of the ball work is I've done a lot of it myself. I used to teach a lot of Pilates classes and I used to use the ball a lot. This is one of my favorite exercises. I'll just move this way so I don't run into him. Soften your knees and get the weight over the arches of your feet. Shoulders back and down. And think about lifting up the pelvic floor just gently and drawing the belly in. All right, we're going to do what's called a Pilates roll down, but we're doing it with the ball. So breathe in. As you exhale, let the ball roll down your face and follow the ball round your back. Round, round, round. Ball touches the ground, hands come behind, roll forward, drop your chest. Now my knees are still soft. Really driving gently the chest down. As you come home, breathe in. Exhale. Roll up and stretch. At least 2 more of those. Breathing in. Exhale. Chin, chest, nose, belly. Round down. Hands behind. Stretch it out. Drop it down. Good. Breathe in. Exhale. Up we come. So we're trying to get some mobility now and flexibility into the spine. As you round down, keep everything nice and snug. You're trying to roll through that spine. Stretch and drop. Beautiful. Roll in, roll up. And last time, stretch it. Exhale. Chin, chest, nose, belly. Round it down. Stretch and drop. Good. Bring it in. Going to come up halfway. Step a little further apart. And round the corner we go. Do you think he wonders what we're doing? Beautiful. Can you see I'm lifting up my heel? So that takes the stress off my kneecap. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big circle over and down. Now I like to try and get this circle coming behind my head. Strong, knees are bent. Beautiful. 4 more. And 3, 2, and pause. Head the other way, obviously. 8. So I said before about quality, not quantity. I know I am counting a little bit. That's more for my own benefit so that I can make sure that I'm not just keeping on going and going. Beautiful. Last one. And release. Sorry. All right, kneel onto the ball a little bit. So I'm just leaning forward. Strong belly. Hands in. Exhale. This is a Pilates exercise called chest expansion. Purpose is to open the chest and start working and waking up those posture muscles next to you or between your scapula. So knees are slightly bent as you push them into the ball, and that's just to keep the ball in place pretty much. 2 more. This is a beautiful stretch for opening the chest and stretching through the chest, strengthening the back. When you come into the center, take your right knuckles up, put left knuckles down. We're going on the diagonal. Change. And again, a variation of chest expansion. Trying to keep your body as still as you can. Good, good. Stretch open. Can you see I'm trying not to throw my body around? I'm just trying to keep it really strong, squeezing through as many muscles as I can. 4, 3, 2. Better do 1 more to this left and release. Beautiful. Relax, relax everything. All right, good job. We're going to get a little bit more challenging now. This is, again, a bit of balance work. I'm going to do that first. The beauty about being on the balls is that everything you do, you are using your core. And there's not a lot of time where you're just doing nothing, so your core is constantly being challenged to stabilize you. This is one of those exercises that you need to choose how far you want your legs apart. The closer in, of course, the more challenged you'll be. You're going to take one leg off the ground. So get yourself nice and steady. You can see I'm sitting in the center. And I'll explain to you in a moment why that's important. All right, whoops. So lift pelvic floor, draw belly in. You're going to lift up one leg and see if you can extend it, bring it in, bring it down. Up, extend, in and down. Go a little slowly if you need to. Now my side that always challenges me is the side I'm about to do now. I always have to concentrate that little bit more, and you might find that's the same for you. So make sure you're lifting the pelvic floor, it's staying elevated because that's helping switch on all this core stability. You can add a little arm line, so you're going to come up, in and down. And in a couple more videos we'll make this a little bit harder. As you lift up those arms, think about stretching them, straight. Good. So this is really strong work. It may not feel like you're doing, a lot, but trust me, you are. Last one coming up. And down. Beautiful. And we can take that all kinds of places down the track. Alrighty. A really nice way just to release for the moment is we're going to do what's called a back drape. So you're going to walk out, legs apart for stability, and let yourself just drape over the ball. Arms can be by your side, otherwise you can stretch them over the top and let your back just release. Now the smaller the ball, the tighter the stretch. The bigger the ball, the looser the stretch. So for me, this is ball's 55 centimeters, and I haven't done this for a little while, so I can feel my back is just a little bit tight. But as I do more of it, it will definitely relax, and I'll really get some substantial benefit. Now I used to, when I used to do this class a lot, be comfortably able, to touch the ground. Oh, there he goes, it's going to bite me. And this is, as you can see, I'm way off. So my challenge with you guys over the next few weeks, and you might have one as well, is to be able to touch the ground. Hands under your head to sit up and walk backwards. Don't be afraid of the ball. The more comfy you get with it, the better. The opposite of that movement is your prone slump. Dare I go down? He's got those evil eyes. He's going to attack me, aren't you? He's my best. He's actually really lovely. But yeah, he does lure you into a false sense of security, and then he goes for the big attack. All right, so release. So this is a prone slump, and then we're doing the opposite action. So it's really important to use the opposite action for your body a lot. Hello. You want some food? Good, just release. You can feel your back just releasing. You can see I've got my feet off the ground. That's entirely optional. Entirely optional. I just find I get a bit more release that way. Okay. Let's now work through some stronger abdominal work for starters, and it's going to challenge some of your upper body stability as well. I'm going to endeavour to do this diagonally, and then I might have to do it a different way. So I'm going to come out onto the ball. I'm going to walk myself out. Whoops, you know what? I might go this way towards the evil kitty cat again. The further out your feet are, the harder this will be. So if you're only new, start just underneath your knees. Strong tummy. Check you're not slouch the shoulders, so you've got to push up, and knees roll in and come out. Now, if that's comfy for you, I would just stick with these today, but next time you do this workout again, maybe go backwards a little further. What you'll find the hardest is trying to stay on the ball. You can take your feet a little bit further apart, but basically it comes from repetition. These are called knee rolls, and they're really strong through the belly. So you breathe in and again, looking at your quantity, looking at your quality, not your quantity. So 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you get off? You can step down, find the ball. So I have the ball really wedged into my butt here. I'm going to stretch. So down the track, that stretch might go all the way back. Depends where your bum is. Stretch over. So really opening the front of the body here. yourself up. Often a good idea when you're bringing your head up is just to give it a little lift and take some stress off those muscles at the front. Good job. All right, let's try one more set of those. I'm going to give you a second option, which we're going to go into a pike. So if you didn't like the way we rolled onto the wall before, you can actually come this way as well. Step, strong tummy, push and up. So we rolled in before. If you want to, try piking up. So you're going to come up and down. Just going to bring that in a bit closer, up and down. So a few of these quite strong as well. And last one. Again, bring it down. Find that ball. Get it just under your, or above your bum is a better way to say it. And stretch. Arms might want to come out to the side. And head up. Good. Alrighty. This next one is actually one of my favourites. But when I used to do this a lot, I'd see people so often doing this incorrectly. From here to your knees is a straight line. Normally you can bend here at your waist or at your lap. I don't want you to. It's a straight line, you're not going to bend. These are called wheelbarrows. Fists, shoulder blades. So roll the shoulders back, strong to the belly, pelvic floor, etc. You're going to breathe in and roll out. Partially. Breathe out to come in. So breathe in to go outwards. Breathe out and come back. Really important to squeeze your bum to help support your back. So breathe in. Explore how far you can go. Making sure you can get back, of course. Breathe in. Beautiful. So these are really, really strong. What I want you to show you is what people do incorrectly. So unless you have a mirror nearby or someone to show you, if you come out here and then bend your bum to go back, it's not anywhere near as effective. So definitely squeeze your bum, lift the pelvic floor. If you find it stressful on your back, it perhaps means that something's not switched on or you're going out too far for your strength. So just start a little more shallow. Shoulders back and strong. And down the track, this can be made a little bit harder by rising it to your toes and then down and then come home. But don't do it just yet. Good. Again, strong through the belly. Couple more. And then this time we're going to roll over into the slump and just relax. So letting these muscles through the back have a break. Even though we worked abdominals, we also worked all these supporting spinal muscles as well. Deep breaths. And then come back. Beautiful. Alrighty, we're going to head lower to the ground now. So when we, those of you who've done aerial yoga with me and we put our feet in the hammocks, lift our bum ups and do bum rolls like that, or we're going to do the same thing on the ball. So you'd have to let me know which one you find harder. I'm going to perhaps turn my back around slightly like this. So come and lay down. Actually, I'll change again. I'm going to be here. So bring your feet on top of the ball. Same thing here. The closer your ball is to your body, the easier it will be. However, you need to make sure you have room for your knees to bend. I'm going to take mine out. Pelvic floor's lifted, bikini line's drawn in, shoulders back, palms upward. Otherwise, I know you're going to push down. So you breathe in to lift. And you might just want to come down. So let's call this a bridge. Yep. So keeping the ball as stable as you can. And that's the main thing that's really important, is keeping the ball stable. And that comes from you recruiting all these muscles to keep that ball stable. So this is the bridge. But what about if we bridged up and then we curled in, took it out and took it down? So bridge, curl, out and down. Now on the aerial hammocks, I normally get you to lift up your arms
And you can certainly do that, but I would just get used to the main movement first. Bridge, curl, out and down. Whoops. Then the next part you can make harder if you wish. I've given you a couple of levels here. The next one is just do the curls. And here you can take your arms off if you wish. And you can see I'm really trying to create or gain some stability. So I'm going to put mine back down. I haven't done this for a while with the ball. And you're going to really feel this through the back of the legs. Keep your knees squeezed together. And 8, 7, there's my counting again. 6, keep your bum high. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come out, come down. Toss the ball to your hands. Beautiful. All right, long legs. We're going to just give those legs a rest while we do a bit more abdominal work. So as you come up, you're going to breathe out. Flex your feet hard. So we breathe in and then out and stretch over the top. So keeping strong, pelvic floor bikini line. Breathe in to come back, round your body, feet are flexed. Exhale, roll down and stretch the ball over your head wherever you can take it. Breathing in, exhale, up and stretch. Breathe in, round, 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 and stretch. So the purpose of this is obviously to work strongly through the whole midsection, to also use your breath in a rhythm, and try and get each one of your vertebrae to come off the ground and go back on the ground one at a time. So breathing in, roll. So for me, I know I'm a little bit tight in my lower back, so I do find that a little bit harder to do, but over time it will improve, and it may not get as flexible as perhaps when I was a child, but it will improve. So you will find the same for yourself. As soon as you feel that you're losing your technique, or your feet are coming off the ground, or you're really struggling to get up, then don't do anymore. Have a break. If you haven't got off the ground at all, you're most welcome to lift a leg just gently to come with you. And all that does is just give you a little bit of momentum to come up rather than throwing yourself up. So then what we do down the track is that leg becomes a really cool highway for your leg. So you can roll up and down. I like this one actually. And then down the track you can do both legs and down. And it's all about working out what's going to work best for you on the day and keeping control with it. So maybe don't do this full one until you're feeling really comfortable. Good. I'm going to slowly go back down. So before that we have the single leg, straight leg as a highway. And then for those of you who are having a bit of trouble getting up, we had just a little knee and a roll. And then the original version was just rolling up. And stretch over. Good. All right, those hamstrings have had a really good break. So roll down, bring them under. Strong through the belly. When I mean that, what I mean is pelvic floor gently lifting, bikini line joining. Okay, find where it's comfortable for you. So the abs are still working here. They're helping create stability, but they're not getting that massive direct overload that they just did. We're focusing now more on the backside and the hamstrings. Breathe in, exhale, lift. Again, you could do a succession of your bridges if you wanted to. Breathing out as you lift. In as you come down, or you can bridge and curl, out and down, and again, so it's a really nice little 4-count breath. Or again, the next one is just to breathe in and breathe out. So don't get too confused about the breathing to start with, as long as you're breathing. That's super important. But as a general rule of thumb, you breathe out on the hardest phase. And the reasoning behind that is your pelvic floor should gently have lifted and your diaphragm's pushing down, creating a strong powerhouse. Good work. So 6 and 5, bum stays high. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And bring it down. All right, toss that ball again. Can you do one more roll up? If you can't, swing yourself up. All right, one leg out, one leg up. Hey, Charlie. I want you to have a little stretch. So I've got my hands behind, my legs up on the ball, and I'm just lifting and drawing my chest and my ribs towards my leg. What do you think of all this? You can roll this around a wee bit if you wish, feeling the stretch move. All right, let's try the other side. Lift up, little stretch. So I'll aim to do about one of these videos for you a week, because that gives you a couple of times to get at least 2 sessions or 3 sessions in a week, and you'll have a bank to fall back on. If you see the videos and you just can't work out what I'm doing, please let me know and I'll do you an individual video just on that particular exercise. Alright, I thought we'd better have a little bit of fun here. So this one is a lot of fun. You do need a little bit of, tiny bit of extra room. Strong belly, roll down. Okay, feet flat. You're gonna lift up and lift up. Or should we do the hard bit first? Let's do the hard bit first, and then we'll do the fun bit as a reward. Alrighty, so I love doing this because it takes a bit of brain work. I have my knees and my knees, and there's a bit of separation, hand in hand. My back feels really comfortable on the ground. I don't have an arch, so I've really rolled my ribs to my hips. Pelvic floor, bikini line are engaged as well. Alright, opposite hand goes away, and leg, and they come home. And the idea is you want to keep the ball in exactly the same place. So I'm going to give you some levels. This is just tapping to the ground with your foot and extending the arm, or you can extend the leg and come in. Extend. Now the whole time you've got to keep the ball still as you can. Extend. Extend. Beautiful. Now this could just be where you want to stay. You might just want to repeat this for a bit longer, or bring it up and make your knees into feet. Now I have got long arms and short legs, so this, I find this a really comfortable position to be in. Those of you with really long legs, sucked in, might find this a bit harder. No, just see how you go. You might want to bend your knees a little bit more if you can't find that a comfortable angle. All right, same deal though. You can either go straight to the ground as you tap those toes down and extend, or the leg can go long. Now what the fun thing about this is you've got to really concentrate on keeping everything stable so the ball doesn't fall off. Point your toes if you want to practice those beautiful toe points. And just try a few more. You should feel very comfortable through the back. The back should not be hurting at all. And if it is, then stop, go back a level, and maybe set up everything again, or stop altogether. You may just have fatigued all those stabilizing muscles. So the level prior to this was just tapping, and then the level prior to that was extending with knees, and the level prior to that was just toes to the ground. This is where we started from. Good. Alrighty. For the moment, let's just release the spine. This is where I'm probably going to squish my cat again. Legs over the ball, hug it in tight. My knees are apart, palms down. I now want you to use the floors for stability. He's going to roll. He's going to roll side to side. I think he wants to play, which is kind of funny for him because he's not a, well, he is playful sometimes, aren't you? He probably wonders what we're all doing at home again. Exercise is so important for your mental health. I don't really think it's important what you do, as long as you do something every day. A variety of stuff, of course, is much more, I believe, much more therapeutic than just doing the same thing. And play with what you're doing. We've had so much fun the past week, actually, in doing movement at home. Yes, it does probably help that we're personal trainers and we're very inventive, but it's still, a walk. We went bushwalking and that was lovely. And as because we get more and more confined to home, that will probably be a limited opportunity, but do something. All right, everything should feel nice and released. Here comes the fun one, or the extra fun one. You're going to play catch. Now, I haven't done this for a long time. We'll see how we go. So you're going to throw and catch and pass. So you're going to try and catch with your feet. So as I do this, watch what I do with my legs. They're out and in, out and in. So I'm starting to work through my inner thighs and my abs. As you get stronger, you throw the ball harder. Ah! And of course, if the ball gets away from you, you have to get up and go and get it, which is incidental activity, which makes it even more fun. Whoop. And we'll go. I'm actually quite impressed I can still do this. It's been a long time since I've done this. Oh! I spoke a bit too soon. All right, let's try a few more, just for fun. We'll go 8, oh, there's that counting. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, we need to come onto your side. So bring yourself up. How'd you go? It's fun, it's fun. So we've done a lot of really controlled and targeted work to your core muscles, and they just include everything. They're not just here. It should be everything around your midsection. We've worked your bums. We've worked a bit of inner thigh. I have got an amazing inner thigh exercise that we'll do next video. You'll probably hate me for. But let's just stretch out a little bit. Now, I don't think there's a problem using a wall as a bit of a prop. This is my only choice here at the moment. But you can use just the carpet. I just don't want you to slip at all. So, bring the top leg in front and the back leg behind, and just stretch over. So the further apart your feet are, the more stability you have. So just stretch for the moment. Conscious of what's happening here. Is your belly kind of falling out, and is it rolling down the mat, the ball, or is it still engaged? If you need to support your head, go right ahead. If you want to make it a bit stronger, you can pull that arm. Beautiful. Now I want to work a little more into here. This arm is your prop. Conscious of what this shoulder is telling you, breathe in. So I've pushed up here. Drawing this elbow into my hip. Strong. 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Down the track. Just stay there for a second, strong squeeze. I'll get you to do it without the elbow, and maybe add a rotation. So this, you can try this if you want to, but don't go too extreme yet. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And release. So let yourself open out again. This is also nice to open out your chest, hands behind. Good, good. Bring it down. Now while we're on this side, we're going to work through this shoulder. I want to show you first how to set this up, so I'll have my back to you for a second. So you want to cross the outside leg over, shoulders back, and elbow on the ball. This is called a leaning tower. So there's going to be a lot of work through the shoulder. You breathe in to partially roll out and come back. As I do this, this outside knee is lifting off the ground, which is meant to happen. This shoulder here should be quite comfortable. So roll out, roll in. It's helping you with all those stabilizing muscles through your shoulder. Don't go out super duper 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 far unless you have good shoulder stability. So just take it a short distance to start with. And we'll try 4, 3, 2, and hold this one out. Stretch up and over if you want to, or just straight up. Later on you might want to extend the leg. Tuck it all back in. Home you come. Good. Hands on top. Drop. Tuck your tail under. Breathe in. Exhale to come up. Good, good, good. All right, let's try that on the other side. So I'm going to just use this for the waist one, hopefully. Just bring my feet in and stretch. Enjoying that stretch. Then this hand is going to be my little support. Up we come. Stretch, strong through the belly. So listen to your body. What's it telling you? Some days you feel like doing, and you possibly can do more reps, that's great, but always think about quality, not quantity, and work with your body on how it feels on the day. Please make sure though that you do something active every day. And 4, 3, 2, you're going to hold this one up. Remember the other options were that you don't use that bottom arm. We can have a little rotation. Whoop, my little foot's slipping because it doesn't have anything to support. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stretch. Nice work. Come down, and then I'll just turn my back again to show you the leaning tower. So outside leg crosses over, fist is on, shoulder blades just gently connected, but I haven't got my bum stuck out. Everything's tucked in. So ribs to hips. So I'm going to breathe in and exhale home. Just going a short distance to start with. Good, bringing it home. Keeping the backside squeezed to help support that back. A little bit further if you feel like you have got the stability. But don't challenge yourself too much with this one initially, because there's lots of little stabilizing muscles that have to work together to make this a correct and effective movement. Yes, you can take that arm up if you're feeling really good with it though. Now I can't extend my leg this time, but that's the other option, is to extend. And let's hold this one out just for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn, hands on top, roll, drop the chest. Tuck your tail under and round up. Good job. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more concentrated work through the belly now. This, as I said, is the only wall I have available, so I'm going to bring my feet onto the wall. If you prefer to have your feet on the ground, you can. Actually, let's start from here. Can you see I'm sitting on the edge? All before I've been on top, but I've walked out and I'm sitting on the edge. I have my feet here so that they don't slip. All right, hands across. Now you don't want to do a straight back. That's not what you want to do. You want to actually roll down. So scoop pelvis under, ribs come close to hips, and you roll down, and then you come up. Beautiful. Now, if you like that, and again, remember that option I gave you, legs further apart for more stability, closer together for instability. That applies here. If you want to come up a little bit higher, same thing. Come down, exhale. So, if you do this and you see your belly pushing up like a big Sydney Harbour Bridge, you've lost your pelvic floor. So correct yourself. So round, exhale up. Keep the belly strong. Keep it as flat as you can. We'll go 8. Beautiful. Make it a little bit harder. If you wish, you can take one foot on top of the other, so your space is very narrow. And so the stability factor is very strong. And at some stage, you'll change them around. And the best news about this one is how you stretch it out. So, sorry, I just haven't got a lot of room, so I've got to just be careful and stretch over, opening up the space between the ribs and the hips. Doing whatever you want to do with your arms. come to the ground if you can. But you know what? Legs are apart. Just enjoy it. Don't think about things. Don't always have to be harder. You can just really enjoy the moment and what you have. All right, hands under your head to lift up. Now, how to get up from here? Walk backwards and the ball will come with you. Excuse me. Let's flip over and work the back. Because obviously opposite of the belly is the back. Very important to do heaps of back work. So again, I have my feet on the wall. Further apart if you need to. Just get a feeling of it. And bottom squeezing, pelvic floor. Going to come up and open. Or up and open. Good. I'm just going to adjust myself a little bit here. There we go. Up and open. 8. If you wish, stretch. Open yourself to the world. Squeeze those shoulder blades. So you can see I'm kind of doing some different movements. I just started low, and then I came up, and I open out this way with my arms. You can open up high, and then we're all going to change how you're feeling. You can do one arm. Good, you can even come around the corner. Keep the bum squeezing. So lots of variations on this one, and I would try, if you wanted to, and do a fair few different types. So you're just getting that really strong back work. But definitely squeeze through the shoulder blades, so pull back. And again, the best stretch is yet to come with this one too. Hold, squeeze, and come forward into your slump. Relax. Now there's so many other things that we can add into the Fitball workouts, but I don't want to just bombard you in the first video. So I want you to work on what we've done today, at least 2 or 3 times a week. Maybe find some walking time in there around your house or up and down your hallway, or put the music on and do some dancing, whatever you can do to get your heart rate up a little bit. And I think that's really important. So right now, I just want you to let yourself relax. Really relax. I've got my fists on top of each other and resting my forehead on there. If you want to come close to the ground, you can. Or if you have something even like this machine here that I have in here, you can even utilize that. So we are here to help you and support you during this period before we all get back together at the studio. And we just need you to let us know. At this stage, we're not charging for anything, but we might do some online classes in time. But we just want you to stay healthy mentally and physically and spiritually. Good. Push yourself back gently, knees to the ground. And then come out and drop. Up on your knees, or you can sit back onto your heels. Roll yourself in and up. Way back in the beginning, we did a really nice stretch. We had the ball above our bottoms, and we came over. Arms out to the side or over your head. You can take this one a little further if you wish by stepping up onto the ball. And again, just draping over the top. And take your time. You can stay there a bit longer. But definitely when you're ready, come back on top to where we started from. Maybe bring those arms up. Circle the hips. Leave one arm, take it down for triceps. And the other side.
keeping those knees exactly where you left them. And change sides. Legs apart, hands behind. Open the chest.
Roll down. Give that head a shake out. Make sure your legs are wide apart for stability here. Breathe in as you exhale, come up.
Beautiful. Come to standing. We're going to finish off where we started with our roll downs. So ball comes above your head. Breathe in. Exhale, chin chest. Round down. Keeping the knees soft. Hands come behind the ball. You can roll the ball out and drop through the chest again. Keeping the knees soft and the weight over the arches of your feet. Breathe in to roll in. Exhale to roll up. Stretch. 2 more. Chin to chest. Nose to body. Ribs to hips. Roll. Hands behind. Drop. Breathe in to come home. Last one, breathe it in. Exhale down. And stretch. Breathe it in. Leave the ball there. Exhale, roll up. Breathe in high. Hands together. Exhale. Fingertips forward. Open your arms.